Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Can't believe I did it, feeling pretty numb. Progress. I've been lurking here for a few months, commenting here and there. I haven't posted my own story as it was clear to me what the advice would be and I agreed with it, just took me some time to get there. My 35/F husband, 37/M, of 10 years, together for 14, cheated on me 12 years ago, admitted to making out, but I remember feeling so sure he would never risk us again, and I married him 2 years later with no doubts. Since then there have been 2 or 3 instances of lunch or drinks with someone he had slept with in the past, an old girlfriend, that I was not told about. I have no proof of physical/emotional infidelity in these cases, although the lying alone may be enough. Finally, about 6 years ago, after he'd come home much later than usual, I found very inappropriate text messages on his phone from a woman he'd become close to at work. I knew she existed. I did not know they were close friends, that she had been coming to the bar he performed at, or that he was going to drive her home that night. The text messages made it clear she had wanted him to come inside with her and he had refused, but God knows what happened before he left. I lost my shit. We sold our house for what I believed to be the inevitable end of our marriage, but I stayed. He has always taken full responsibility for his actions, never blamed me, let me yell and cry at him, but I've finally realized that's not enough. He was never proactive about anything, never arranged counseling, never came to me first, never even did a ducking Google search to see how to help me. He's been in contact with her multiple times since then, went out to dinner, he swears nothing else happened, insert eye roll, with her once when he was back in town 3 years ago, and just this past June I found a deleted text thread going back to October 2020. There wasn't even anything inappropriate in them, but it was the last straw. I told him I wanted a separation in September, and a few days ago I told him there is no fixing this. He has been very hopeful for reconciliation, as I find it very hard to stay angry, it's exhausting, I have too much else going on. Mostly I am just tired of living with one foot out the door and have no motivation to put any effort into developing a new relationship with him. I've agreed to go to a counselor with him, but more to explore how to not be together and co-parent our 6-year-old son. I still enjoy his company. He's staying in the little apartment over our garage until we figure out logistics. There's been no explosive arguing, mostly just sadness. I know he hates himself for causing this, which makes me feel sorry for him, but not enough to try anymore. It's not healthy for either of us. I think I'm finally at a point where I'm putting myself first regardless of the fallout on him. It feels very, very strange, less eureka moment and more of a long, slow sputter to the end. He was asking me to do the impossible. I miss having someone to rub my shoulders, play with my hair, cuddle with, all that, but I thought I would miss him more. I think I didn't leave before because his actions weren't explicitly cheating, except the first time obviously, and I just had no concept I had any right to end things on that basis. Ridiculous, I know. I guess I'm hoping for validation that I'm doing the right thing, that I'm justified in ending a 10-year marriage and giving my son single parents. I also wanted to thank this sub for helping me grow a backbone and keeping me on track when I wavered. You all can be pretty harsh sometimes, but I definitely needed it. And to anyone else who knows what they have to do but just can't bring themselves to do it yet, take the time you need. Even if it's 3 years, 5 years, whatever, as long as you're having some good times, loving yourself and your kids, working on yourself, take your time. I was one of the most timid, codependent, and insecure women out there, and I eventually got there. Here's your validation. You have better things waiting for you than that. Best of luck. Even if he wasn't having a physical affair, he was lying about these women. Omission is lying. And there was, at the very least, emotional cheating happening. We often say the problem isn't the act of cheating itself, it's the lying. I know in my case, so much of the shit my ex lied about wasn't even a big deal, and could have been easily worked through, but he removed my right to make informed decisions about me, us, and my sexual health by lying. Liars cannot be trusted, and it's not an easy thing to fix, because lying is deep-rooted in childhood. It's a learned behavior over many years. You are doing the right thing. I'm 6 months away from my cheating ex, and my life without his lies and excuses is much more peaceful and less stressing. Right? That early first case was definitely gut-wrenching, but we were practically kids and I truly believe I had managed to let it go. If it had been smooth sailing since then, I feel like we would have a wonderful relationship. We travel well together, don't really fight about much else, sex was good, he's even pretty decent in the domestics area. These stupid idiotic lies, and the fact that he risked losing me for next to nothing, is really hard to swallow. Did you contact the AP? Does she have a so? I've been to Christmas work dinners where she was present. She attended another show of his when I was there and tried to talk to me, telling me they were just friends. I told her I had absolutely no interest in discussing anything with her and basically ignored her. She tried to buy him a beer right in front of me, like indirectly through the bartender. I took it from him and asked the bartender to pour it down the sink. My husband felt awkward, I felt awkward and ridiculous, it was awful. I fucking hate public drama and it all just felt so sleazy, like I was on an episode of Jerry Springer or something. And she's had on again / off again relationships, but nothing serious to really do anything about. I wouldn't even know how to contact her these days, she has no social media presence at all. Poured the drink down the drain. Bam. You do indeed have a shining spine. Good on you, sis. I might have been petty and drank it myself. You can guarantee he will go immediately to her since he hasn't been able to let her go all these years even when he knows it's killing their marriage. Trust actions over words. His words may express remorse, but his actions say otherwise. The garage apartment deal needs to be short-term. You need a lot more emotional and physical distance to heal and reflect on him not being the man you need in your life. Sigh, yes, I think you're right. She's such a train wreck too, I can't stand the idea of him crawling back, it's pitiful. But hey, I have no right to ask to see his phone anymore. The shitty decisions he makes are no longer my business. She's about 1,700 kilometers away ATM though, so he might have to wait a while. And yeah, the apartment is just until he has enough for first and last on his own place. We're still acting like friends / supporting each other when we're feeling shitty, and I know that has to stop before I can start truly moving past this. You can guarantee he will go immediately to her. Either because he can't let go of feelings, or because he has to secure his soft landing for when OP kicks him to the curb. I don't think all cheaters choose their APs over their regular partner, I think many go with them because their main relationship is dead so they need the backup plan. Further proof cheaters can't be alone to figure themselves out or they'd self-implode. You seem to be on the right track, OP, and I can see the shine from that backbone. And also, what a killer line if you want to break him, I thought I would miss you more. Damn. Shine from your backbone, I love that. And I hadn't even thought of that killer one-liner, but you're so right. I'm not sure I have it in me to be that cruel, but it's nice to have it in my back pocket should I ever need to be. Emotional affairs, as I am currently learning, can hurt more than physical because he was sharing an intimacy promised to you rather than physical, empty sex. That's my 2 cents, but I validate you, he hasn't taken the steps to be better for the marriage. It's very difficult to imagine him just completely dismissing me, somehow distorting reality badly enough to himself that he felt entitled to lie. Like what mental picture of me must he have created in his mind that hurting me was justified? It's so infuriating. And thank you for the validation. It's something I've struggled with for so long. We definitely had a chance to recover, but that's long gone. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.